go. That's the start there. Yeah. That's it. Check it out. $50 a piece, son. 50. I'm good.
Are you ready to deliver another super dope show that's gonna be fire for tonight's audience?
Every time.
No doubt. What's
okay,
up?
Then I want to greet every one of you. Hello Kenny, my Dallas Cowboy friend. Are you ready to bring your A game tonight?
I'm ready, Katima. What's up, baby? Always good to see you.
How about you, Arden, Mr. Peace and Love? Are you ready to spit some game tonight?
Peace and love. We always ready and set and ready to grow.
And Equavian, will you be on your best behavior tonight?
I'm gonna try, baby. Let's do this.
Yeah,
Lenny, I already know you are good, so let's get this show.
All right, continue. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Kid, what's up, brother?
What's good?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
What's up, brothers? Arden, what's up? Peace and love, my brother. What's up?
So how y'all feeling? What's up, K.A. Baby?
What's up, Art, my brother?
Hey, Arden got a birthday, y'all, tomorrow. Everybody, the whole audience, shout out, drop a 1 in the chat group or say happy birthday to Arden. Arden's birthday tomorrow. He's turning 23. He'll be able to partake in some festivities.
I'm legal, baby.
Welcome to audience, Q.
Hey, we want to welcome Marvin Nick to the show. How you doing, Marvin? Man, y'all popping in here. No, it's all red. Oh, what's for this?
Who else we got out there? DC in the building. DC, Darlene Collins. What's up, baby? Who else we got out there? Vanessa! Nessa!
My girl, Nessa. Good. Good to have you, Nessa. Nessa, I'm going to call you later tomorrow. Janice North in the house. Hey, Janice, how you doing? What's up, you?
Peace and love. To the queen.
How you doing, Angie?
So look, family, if this is your first time joining the Night Brothers show, my first question is, where you been at? Where you been? Y'all need to choose your nights, you know, this what's up. And then the second thing is, look, if it's your first time joining the show, this is how we do this. We it's an interactive show, so drop a chat in the from your phone or from your computer. We're gonna get you on the screen like Corey right here. Corey Watts, what's up?
Yeah, you get the one in the air.
What? That's the bad guitar player. Another bad guitar player.
Peace and love. Thank you.
So Arden, keep us moving, baby. We got a lot to go over tonight. We got some great guests on here. And excited as a mother for tonight. You know what I mean?
Hey, well, we appreciate you. If you're on YouTube, hit the like, love. You know what we do. Indeed. But guess where you are? It's the Night Brothers Show. This is where help you be more sexy. And welcome. I'm glad you're here. Looking forward to you to this whole year. And then some. So let's rock on. Rock on. And as you see, please chat, type in your comment. Like Armand, what's up, soul? What's up, soul? He said, what's up, fellas, to y'all? So just type in, oh, the Queen. Peace and love. Thank you.
Morning, Case Lewis. How you doing, dear?
Always the most beautifulest soul and spirit. So I'm gonna get on it because definitely. Thank you all. Definitely appreciate it. So all your comments, please. If you're on Facebook, do me one favor real quick. It's a birthday treat. Everybody on Facebook, before the show's over, jump on YouTube, subscribe, like the show. We're working on building that YouTube side of things also. So if you are friends of us here, please jump on YouTube and check us out with the show on YouTube. I want to thank Mimi Lee, Cheryl Queen, Pam Williams, Armand Wallace, many others for cash apping us and all the donations. We so appreciate you. If you wanted to and didn't know how to, let me tell you, Cash App, Kenny Dizzle, 1113. One more time. Thank you. I was going to blow it up for him. One more time, the K Dizzle. So KENNEDIZZLE with the 1113. Soft flows, baby. You know it's me. So we're going to keep it moving. We love y'all. We appreciate you here. Definitely chat us up on either platform. One love. Let's rock and roll. You know what to do.
We got Brooklyn Brown in the house. We got Garrett all the way from Arizona in the house. Welcome, guys.
Hey, Z.
What's good with you, Aquavian Knight? My Funketeer friends from Naptown, Maryland.
What's going on, Dr. Funkenstein? How you doing, brother?
I am here on a special occasion show to welcome some of my friends who are carrying on the legacy of yours truly, Dr. Funkenstein, King of the Funk. I heard you have my hometown crew, the clones of Funk, and the one and only Mike McHenry tribe on the show tonight. Is that true, Mr. Q?
Yes, sir, George. It's from here tonight.
Well, get your ass up for the downstroke Aquavian. Welcome them boys to the KBS mothership. All right, bro, I'm getting the funk out of her piece.
Hey, Q.
Thank you, George. Appreciate the welcome, man.
Did George say you get your ass up for the downstroke, Q? Is that what George?
You better get on up.
We got a couple of tasty beverages on tap tonight. Our first tasty beverage there. Thank you, George, once again. Our first tasty beverage is going to be a good one. As we welcome our guests, man. We got some great guests tonight. An interview with Wesley Bean, Michael McHenry, and Terre Holland, man. And this video is going to be right on here today. Then following that, we're going to go in depth, man. We're going to go in depth. Beverage number 2, as we go in depth, is going to be none other than we dive into the interview. And we're going to have an inside look at the clones in the Black Community channel, information, past numbers, current members, so much more. But listen, I'm telling y'all, man, we ready for a real treat tonight. Let's do this thing.
All right. Let's check this out, Q, real fast. Here we go, baby. Got the stars of the show on tonight.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? Wes? Terry?
Yo, what up?
Yes, sir. What's going on, fellas?
What we do when we get together?
Man, we funk. That's what we do.
That's what we do, baby.
Man, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having us.
Long time putting this together, man. But, fellas, peace and love. Thank y'all for joining us.
Man, it's just like y'all on it.
So, audience, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk to the brothers. We're gonna try to come from a different perspective. We're gonna keep it funky though, because that's what we do. And but we're gonna ask a bunch of different questions. But like I said, this is interactive. So, like Mark Johnson is, just type if you have a question for any one of these brothers you always wanted to ask. Because these brothers been doing it. Just ask a question,
Time. Welcome to the show, Margaret Nick said. Linda Tongue, what's up, Wesley?
What's up, sister?
Yes, indeed. Lost Q for a second here. Kenny, you still rocking, right? I think we lost Q for a second, but we're going to keep it rolling anyway. Check out this video, and on the other side, we're going to come back and jump into the interview.
Uh-oh. Take the guitar, play.
Looking at the devil
Yeah. Yeah. The demon cry. Yeah. That's our good friend back there on keyboards. Go passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, man.
Larry Griffin passed away.
That's Big Brother Griff.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
What's that?
I'm feeling down in some kind of lonely, 'cause my baby done left me here.
Hey.
Heart blazing like a fire on fire, and I don't even give a care now. I feel like the world has turned on me. My dreams are just ashes right in front of my face. I'm getting kind of worried, and I feel so out of place. Maybe your baby died somewhere, making me worry, trying to get more. Maybe your baby died somewhere. I feel like crying. Hey, yeah.
Love that song, Mike.
Yeah, man.
That's funky as a mother, boy. Boy, you was tearing that thing up. Good Lord.
That was my first time playing it. After that, they gave it to me.
Make it talk, boy.
Linda.
Oh man, that was funky. That was definitely funky. Man. Nice, Mike. Look, man. Brother Q, audience is having some technical difficulties. So we're gonna have to carry on. I'm gonna see if we can kind of get back in the game, but we're having some difficulties getting them back on somehow. But we're gonna keep working with it. In the meantime, we're gonna keep things rolling. And I'm gonna take Q's first question by tossing it out to y'all fellas. Look, we wanted to dive into like y'all musical journeys and how y'all began and how y'all got on the scene, how you got interested in music, really, to tell you the truth. So just, take a minute or so and just kind of go around the room. Start with you up top, Wes. Take us back, man. Take us back, like what kind of inspired you and how did you really get into the game, doing what you do?
All right. Well, my biggest influence came from my parents. Yep. My biggest influence was my parents. Growing up, back in the day, we had what was called a hi-fi. Y'all know what that is?
Yeah.
That was that big
stereo that you had in your living room.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Before the Pioneer and the Macintosh and all that, it was called a hi-fi.
I remember that. I remember that.
My mother was into jazz. She was into Sarah Vaughan. She was into Gloria Lynn and Nancy Wilson. So I heard all that stuff growing up. And of course, my old man was into doo-wop groups. My old man was bad, man. My old man was actually back there dubbing music. Back in the 60s, he would use 2 tape recorders.
Damn.
Wow.
And do all the voices, baby. All of them. The bass, second tenor, first tenor, lead. He would use 2 tape recorders. That's how he was, man. And I had stuff like, of course, Sam Cooke was one of his favorites, and Curtis Mayfield. But it was the impressions that I was hearing in my house, you know, of Gypsy Woman and all that kind of good stuff like that. That's what I heard.
Okay.
And he was into the Orioles. He was into the Flamingos. He was into the Ink Spots. Any group that can sing and can harmonize, he loved it. And that was my beginning. And also, thanks to my brother Lavelle, when Lavelle wanted a set of drums for Christmas, that's when it all started.
Now you live down the street. You live down the street from the Belts, right?
The Belts and Marvin were my neighbors, son.
Okay, so did that?
And Kerwin was my neighbors. Kerwin, Marvin got a bass guitar for Christmas, and Kerwin had one of them toy keyboards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's.
Yep.
I mean, he got whatever he could get, right? But
Right.
he made it work. And that's how we started.
Wow.
Kerwin had a toy. Kerwin worked that toy a keyboard until he couldn't work it no more, and he was like, "Wes, I need a keyboard. Y'all got to get me a keyboard." And I think the first keyboard we bought Kerwin was a Whirlster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember them back in the day.
Yeah.
Whirlster.
Yep.
I won't go into who got it for us. It was a hot box, but we got it.
Wow.
And I went to my best friend at the time was Keith and Kevin Belt, and I said, "Keith, Kerwin need a keyboard."
Wow.
I got a friend that got one for $200. I got 100. And Keith said, "No problem. I got 100." And we bought that keyboard for Kerwin. And that's how we was able to start Bad Weather. And of course, Lavelle had like a custom drum set, right? So we had to upgrade his drums, right? And back then, man, what I loved about our community, we looked out for each other, man. My neighbor was the Brown brothers, Larry and Ronald Brown.
Okay, yeah.
Larry Brown was my neighbor, and Ronald Brown was my neighbor. Larry played drums, and Ronald played bass, right? And the guitar player was Peony, James Crowner. They used to jam all the time, man. They used to just set up in the backyard and jam.
Peony? You saying Peony?
Peony.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Peony. That's wild. I'm doing anything with Peony now. That's wild.
Ronald Brown on bass. Terry, remember Ronald playing bass, and
Yes, sir.
and Larry Brown on drums.
Wow.
They had 2 singers. It was like a Peaches and Herb type thing. I don't remember who the singers was, but I remember them 3 because they were homeboys. And man, and Chicky and I used to sit there and watch them, and would be amazed about what they were doing, man. And they were big influence. And of course, you can't forget the Van Dykes. The Van Dykes influence on us, the Brown brothers. Barry helped our band. Barry sold Lavelle his first professional drums.
Wow.
And Barry said, "Look, Barry Brown. Barry said, look, I'm gonna give y'all this Pearl set, and y'all pay me when you can pay me." And we was working out. We probably was making $100, maybe $200 a gig, and we would give Barry like $50, $75, whatever we could give him, and he would accept it until we paid him for the whole drum set. And that's what we did. And Barry, Larry Brown, those guys looked out for us. Chili Barber, we bought a Fender Rose from Chili Barber for Kerwin when he bumped up from the Whirlster. He needed a Fender Rose. We got that from Chili.
You was on and popping from there, huh? You was on and popping.
Oh, we was on and popping from there, son.
You remember how much you got that Fender Rose for?
Back then, we might have paid $500 for it.
Wow. Wow.
Really? Probably played 500, and that thing was heavy too, boy.
Oh, that joint
Yeah, that was. It was like.
always
Man.
heavy.
Hey, look, same question. I got the same question for you, Mike, and then we're gonna come to you, Terry. How did you kind of get into this, Mike? Because you like got 28 fingers and stuff, man.
Yeah, I always wanted to be a guitar player. My family lived in Germany for 6 years, and I was there, in the third grade. My older brother Reggie showed me a cover of Jimi Hendrix Experience, his first record. And I remember I just stared at that picture because he had that crazy hair. You never see nobody look like that back in the day.
Right.
And I just stared at the picture. They were playing the music and all that stuff. And I heard all those guitar noises. I didn't want to play those songs. I just wanted to make them noises. And then my brother Kenny, who's a couple years older than me, he had this little plastic acoustic guitar, but I wasn't allowed to touch it. So when we got out of school, we had to walk home. I would run home. So I get home a few minutes before him and I go in and play his guitar. I'd sit up in the window watching him coming down the street while I was playing his guitar, and I knew where to put it down. So, I was playing guitar every day then. And then when we came back stateside, I was begging for a guitar, couldn't get one. And Mr. Holland now had, Wesley was talking about how we helped each other in community. Terry loaned me a real guitar. It wasn't even his, I don't think. I don't know where he acquired it from, but it was a real guitar. I could still smell what that guitar smelled like.
Who gave that to you? Who gave that to you?
Terry Holland did.
He took it from Tyrone Thornton.
Yeah, he took it from somebody else and gave it to me. And so what Terry would do, Terry would come up to my house every day, and beg my mother, to buy me a guitar. Please buy him a guitar, buy him a guitar. Because my parents wasn't going to do it, but Terry, got on their nerves so much. So, so one of my birthdays, I think it was my 13th birthday, they took me to G.C. Murphy, got me a $19 guitar and a $19 amplifier.
Wow.
Wow.
And then from there on, my older brother who had showed me the Jimi Hendrix record, after that, he showed me Funkadelic Maggot Brain record with the woman, coming out of the ground. And he played the song Maggot Brain. And Reggie and my other brother, the three of us sat there on the floor and listened to the song Maggot Brain. And my brother Reggie said, "Hey, man, they act like that because they smoke reefer." And so we made a pact. The three of us, we said, we promised we ain't never gonna smoke reefer, okay? Yes, we made a promise we wouldn't smoke reefer. Like 2 weeks later, we was passed out in the backyard, high as a kite.
High as a kite, huh?
Listen, how long that lasts?
Yeah. But that's what started me playing, playing guitar. I've always been into music and loved music and stuff, but once I got that guitar, it was all over. And again, the older guys in our neighborhood, Terry Holland, Tyrone Thornton, Clement Parker, they helped me with that stuff, and Bill Petaway as well. And then I would see Wesley. Wesley was like me. He was into rock music. Everybody else was trying to figure out the new chords to the Kool and the Gang song. Me and Wesley trying to figure out what kind of music they had on Sabbath. So Wesley was a big inspiration to me, man. I saw because I was doing rock. And you couldn't get nowhere if you were black doing rock. You couldn't play nowhere, no radio stations, no record companies wanted you. I used to go to those record companies in New York, and you go in the door and there's a desk. And they have one hallway for what they call specialty music, which meant black folks, and another hallway was called pop music. And they would send me down to specialty music, and it'd be like a bunch of dudes looking for rap. And they wasn't ready for all them guitars and all that stuff, So and so I was gonna give up. I really was. And I saw Wesley Bean at the post office on Church Circle one day, and he's like, I saw him right on time. I said, "Man," Wesley was like, "You trust, man? I'm gonna give his stuff up, man. It ain't working." And Wesley said some words to me, maybe, all right, I'm hanging it a little longer. Wesley, don't give up, man. Don't give up. Hang in there. You're good. And that really made a difference. That one day, that one thing Wesley said, I said, all right, I'm gonna try again. And I never looked back from there.
Wow, that's amazing, man. Amazing story, man, and the bond that you three have. Terry, what about you, brother? Same question. How did you get so funky? Was you always just funky like that when you start playing bass? How you get into music? Tell us that story, brother.
Terry wanted to be a drummer, man. Tell him, Terry.
Shut up, Wesley. Look, this is what happened. My cousin Tyrone Thornton,
wanted me in his band. And I said, well, can I be the drummer? He said, no, man, I don't need no drummer. I need a bass player.
I don't need no drummer.
I said, what is a bass? I said, what is a bass? I don't know nothing about playing no bass. He said, well, I'm going to teach you. And then I had, Ronald Brown. I had Lloyd Folks.
Yes, sir. Lloyd Folks.
Oh yeah.
I had Arthur B. You remember Arthur B?
Yes, sir. Third World. Yes, sir.
I had
Chili
Arthur
Bob.
B.
Yes, sir.
I had all those cats showing me the way, showing me stuff. Because I would bass player for the Van Dykes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Brown.
Bill Brown. I had all those dudes, man. And it was like they were showing me stuff, and then I discovered Larry Graham. It was over. It was over.
You was on and popping then, huh?
Yeah.
Well, look, the
Larry
fellas
Graham.
got another question for you. Kenny, jump in here, man.
What you got for me, Kenny?
Unmute yourself, brother.
I can't hear you.
Can't hear. Oh my.
Unmute, Kenny.
Unmute yourself, Kenny.
Well, let me ask you for him. At the core, what do you like most about playing music? The creativity, the audience reaction, and connectivity, or something else, or just something else that fuels you for that love?
All the above, man. Everything. The creativity, the fans reacting to it, everybody just having a good time, getting into the music, man. You know, just going through the flow, whatever it is.
And for me, it starts at when I'm at home at my house. The music that inspires me, and then how I choose to express myself. That's the huge thing. And then you go on stage and you get the audience reaction. You know, that adds to it. You know, then the feeling that it gives you inside. It's not even really a feeling. It's more like a state of being. You know what I mean? And we speak a certain language when we're on stage. We communicate without words on stage. We get kind of telepathic with each other. I mean, I could look at Terry when he's in the band and just raise my eyebrow. He knew what that meant.
Wow.
He knew what that meant. So it gets like that to where you're communicating solely through the music. We don't use words. If I need him to change the key or do this or do that, I could just make a face and Terry knew what I meant. Right. And that that right there, it bonds people and stuff. But it's all of the above, like Wesley said, all of that stuff. I just had a CD release party, and one of the questions was, how do you decide, what kind of music to record for people? I told the lady, I said, I don't do it for y'all, I do it for myself. Right. And hope y'all won't go for a ride, I do.
Like it.
It's my own therapy, you know what I mean? And hope everybody else somebody else want to go for the ride, and then it becomes their therapy. But it's with me, it starts where I got to do this music. Or I'm gonna be in a bell tower with a shotgun or something.
Well, let's look special.
Well, please keep doing the music.
Yeah, and it's freedom. I can do anything I want. I'm free to do anything I want. When it comes to that. Yes. Although some people try to, like some musicians, other musicians will try to put you in a box. Tell you can't be doing it. Don't nobody do that. That's why I want to do it.
That's what I'm doing.
Hey, speaking of Peeny just jumped on. James Crowder just jumped on.
Oh, yeah.
Peeny a bad boy, man. Peeny.
I remember seeing Peeny, Larry Brown, and and Ronald in the backyard. Oh, my God, man.
That was it, huh?
They don't know the effect they had when I was growing up, man. That was amazing, man. And look, I remember Chili spent some time in Vietnam. He came home, and the band had a party for him in the backyard, man. That was big. The Pipe Dreamers.
Yeah.
On Bowman Drive. And Chicky had an older brother. I think his name was Boo. And he was in a band in Germany. and they had a party in the backyard. That live music, man, just did something to us, man.
It got up in you, huh?
Yes, sir.
Something about the music.
And somebody gave Chicky an old guitar, and Chicky figured out a way to amplify that thing, man. And we used to practice in the laundry room down in what's that, Boston Heights.
Yeah, that's where we used to go, Wes. You're right.
Oh my God, we had Ricky Geary on drums and Tommy Little on bass. And man, you couldn't tell us nothing, man. We thought we was it, son. We was in the laundry room jamming, and Chicky had that guitar up some kind of way. Chicky amplified that thing. If you
Chicky was resourceful, man.
If you threw an old reel to reel, we would get that bad boy. Because if anything didn't work, it was the speakers. We would hook it into the speakers. Yeah. And as long as we got some noise, as long as we can hear something, we'll make it work, man.
I blew up my mother TV like that.
Yes, sir. We're going to ready
and get Arden has a question for y'all. But before that, Janice Lloyd is asking you, Terry, directly. Have you had the chance to meet Larry Graham?
You played on stage with him.
Yeah, he played on stage with him. He played on stage with him.
Go ahead, Arden, jump in.
Well, some musicians naturally, have the ability. Others kind of develop it through musical skill structure and discipline. Which would describe you as far as that's concerned? And then, do you still work on perfecting your craft, and how?
Yeah, for me, it was a little bit of both. I mean, I had an affinity towards music and towards rhythm, especially. Like started early as drumming on tables, drumming on pots and pans and boxes. And when I got my first guitar, I wouldn't play any notes. I would just strum it like it was a drum. And that's how I developed my rhythm. And then, it's a natural ability. Then you need an intense desire to want to do it. It has to be, who you are. It's a part of who you are. I've been playing guitar for 50 years. I still play guitar every day. I got one right here. I still play one every day. There's a guitar in every room in my house. Even the bathroom. But
wow.
It takes an intense desire. It's something that's in you, I think. Like I said, I was in the third grade begging for a guitar. Didn't even really know why. I just wanted one. So it's desire it'll make you work hard. I mean, I love playing guitar still. So what people might call practicing, I'm just playing.
Right.
So it takes desire and some ability and hard work. We all work really hard, to do what we do.
Hey, Mike, tell them about the time we met Gary Shatter and what they were saying about us at the Flamingo. I'll let you and Terry tell that story. At the Flamingo.
We played for George, right? We played for people.
Right.
At the after party in D.C.
Gary Shatter, guitar player, world-class guitar player for Parliament Funky Town.
What was this saying about the clones? Come on,
they were saying, I know one thing they were saying that we play their music better than them. And,
well, here's the other thing. Gary walked up to our sound man and said, "All right, where's the tape at?
They thought we weren't playing for real.
They're doing Milli Vanilli.
Wow, really, Terry? Damn, that's impressive, brother."
And then they put a stop to it, didn't they, Wesley?
Yes, sir. They ended
up taking our instruments from us. They didn't want to do that
no. Mike McHenry and Mark Brown was killing it, son. They was killing it. They stopped that phone.
They took our instruments from us. Because
the audience asked the question, what is We Funk? Could I don't know if Wesley could enlighten them, brother.
That's Wesley.
Well, We Funk all came from P-Funk, all that came from P-Funk. Y'all know when I started the DJ business, I used to get criticized for playing a lot of P-Funk, but that's what I love to play. My whole show is based around P-Funk. I mean, I would play other music, Cameo, Man Drill. I love it all. But P was it, man. When I was a young kid, we used to buy 45, and one of my favorite 45s was Parliament. I Want to Testify. Back then, I didn't know who Parliament was. We didn't have no internet. We had magazines and newspapers, but I couldn't relate to who the Faces was. And I remember Scrape. That's what I miss about Scrape, man. Let's give a big love up to Scrape, man, who's in heaven right now. Scrape was like a historian to me because he would tell me about all the shows that was happening in Carr's Beach. And I know a lot of other people probably saw it, but Scrape was the only one that I know that saw Parliament when they were a doo-wop band.
Uh-huh.
1967.
Wow.
And then like 5 years later, they came back as the Funkadelic, and he saw them again. He saw them when they were in suits, trying to be like the Temptations. And then in 5 more years, they came back and they did that American East is Young album. Mike was there, Terry was there. We all witnessed that at Carr's Beach. That's still to this day one of the best concerts I ever seen in my life. And we were on it, man. And that really changed me. That concert changed me, man. Yes, right here in Annapolis. And I used to love just listening to Scrape because I was too young to go to the shows. My mother wasn't gonna let me go to those shows. No, I was too young. And Scrape used to tell me about all the great artists that used to come down there. He's seen them all, man.
Wow.
And it was amazing, man. People just don't realize what we had at Carr's Beach.
Yeah.
They don't realize it. Remember Chuck Brown? Not Chuck Brown. Chuck Berry was here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Carr's was all the way down Forest Drive. You couldn't even get into Carr's Beach.
Hey, well, look, Wesley, I want to do this. I know most people seen y'all 100 times, but I just want to take a couple minutes and play this video of y'all at the Howard Theater. Man, y'all had a real funk groove going, man. Boosie's up there, which I want the audience to check us out. And we're going to come back on the other side and talk about that.
Boosie said he wasn't going to perform, but that funk hit him. Oh, yeah.
I don't care about the cold, baby, or when you're hot, or $2, or when you're hot. Oh, look, man, look at what you got. I don't care, y'all. I don't care about the cold, baby, or when you're hot, or $2. I said, when you're hot. Oh, look, y'all, look at what you got. Everybody, I don't care about the cold, baby, or when you're hot, or $2. Or when you're hot. Now, look at what you got. We don't care, y'all. We don't care about the cold, baby. But when you're hot, but when you're hot, you're hot. Now look at what you got. Yeah. When you're hot. Look at what you got. DC. Don't care about the cold, baby. When you're hot. Who's you up? When you're hot, you're hot. Everyone in the whole building, say
And Boosie said he wasn't going to perform that night, but he said that funk hit him. He had to do something.
Yeah, he wasn't well, right? He wasn't supposed to be performing.
Yeah.
That funk hits you.
Your funk hit you. You got to do something.
I can't hear you. Everybody say. What?
Who's still up?
Back there. Swear.
Yeah, Boots and Michael Brown, boy.
That's why he's not playing anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, but that was a big moment for us, man. We had maybe 3 or 4 opportunities to jam with Bootsy. It was real special.
Man.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. On the music tip, like Carr's Beach and all that stuff, my cousin Tyrone Thornton took me to see Jimi Hendrix the year he died.
That's right. And Terry asked my mother if I could go. And she said, no. She said, no, you just 11 years old.
And where did you see him at? Where did you see him at?
Civic Center, right
at the Baltimore Civic Center, yes.
Wow.
He tried to take me with him.
Yep.
That was what. So you actually saw Jimi Hendrix live?
Yeah,
saw
Terry
Jimi
did.
Hendrix
Yes.
live.
Wow,
Yep.
that's one I never did. Hey, look, we want to talk about some of y'all band members and y'all, just kind of like because Wesley, y'all really remind me of P-Funk, you know, in so many different ways.
Let me tell you how the clones really got started. Can I tell you that?
Go right ahead.
Yeah, you need to hear that. Okay, I get a call from Mike, right? You say, Wes, what you doing this Saturday? I say, oh, I don't have anything planned. He said, look, man, I'm playing with this guy over in St. John. What's his name? Lenny? Was that his name, Mike?
No, Lindy Hop was the vet.
Lindy Hop. And
Ben Hargrave was the dude.
Him up. So was Mike on guitar? What was Danny's last name?
Littleton.
Okay. Terry said that. Danny Littleton. It was Mike. It was Dada on drums and Jerry, right? They invited me to come over and see him play, right? So the guy had some nice tunes. You know, they did a little set. They took an intermission, and Mike and them didn't want to take an intermission. They wanted to continue to play, right? Yeah. Mike was playing some funkadelic, man. I lost it in that place. I lost. And a light bulb just struck over my, I'd say, Mike, we got to do this, man. We got.
Yeah, man.
And Wesley, can you talk about some of the band members that kind of came through? I mean, you started with some members, and then the band changed, and then you lost some.
If you want to do funkadelic, you need a bad guitar player, and it started with Mike McHenry. I called Mike up, and I said, Mike, I want to do this tribute. I told him what I wanted to do. He said, Wes, I'm with you, and everybody else fell in line, son.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you want to do funkadelic, you better have a bad guitar player, and I had one of the baddest.
Yeah, I came the next year.
Yeah.
We did it in 89, and I came the next year.
And when Terry came in, George Clinton knocked on the back door. Yes, sir. And shout out to my brother Curtis Spencer. Curtis did a lot for this band, too. We were known as Curtis Boys from Annapolis.
Yeah.
Wow, is that right?
That's what George Clinton called.
George tell Mike Hampton and Garrett if they didn't get this together, he was going to bring Curtis Boys and take their place.
Yeah.
Remember that, Mike? Remember you used to
that's what Mike Hampton was my idol, man, but he wouldn't even talk to me. He'd be gritting on me.
Mike
would say, you keep messing up, and that dude, he
Mike was going to take his job. Yes, yes, he did.
Well, listen,
he was never nice to me.
You was giving him hell, Mike. That's why you was giving him hell.
Well, listen, George used to tell him, if y'all don't get y'all act together, I'm going to go down to Annapolis and get Curtis Boys.
Oh, that's what he said?
Yeah. He's going to take all of us.
Oh, yep. Wow.
He pulled a James Brown on him, huh?
Yeah.
And look, and Gary invited us over to his house. Gary was so impressed with the band, he invited all of us over his house, and we had a ball, man. We had a
real good time.
And Terry and Gary became real good friends, man. We were talking about doing something together, but of course he got ill, and he passed away. We never got a chance to do that. But that was incredible. This man invited us to this house. It was me, Mike, Terry, Scrape, and Joe Keys. Joe Keys,
yeah.
Joe Keys.
And me and Terry actually, we recorded something with Gary at that night at his house. Remember that, Terry?
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, y'all did. Yes.
Yeah.
We had.
What y'all do? An impromptu thing, Terry?
Yes.
This a jam session.
An impromptu thing.
Yeah, he had some recordings because he was putting out records on his own.
Okay.
And he had a little recorder there, and and I played something on guitar in there, and then Terry actually played guitar, because Terry was playing something on guitar that was real funky, and Gary Shatter heard that. And he said, "I want you to record that." And Terry said, "No, he the guitar player." Gary said, "That don't matter." Gary Shatter said, "That don't matter. It don't matter who the guitar plays. That part you playing right there is funky, so you could play it." And that was a good lesson to me. I always remembered that. It don't really matter. Whoever's playing the good part should play the guitar. And Terry, I don't know if you remember, Terry, but you recorded a guitar part.
Yes, I did. I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I remember that. Now let's get to the members.
Yeah. I want to know about that.
And so many.
Man,
I know you guys had a lot of members, but before we get to the present members, can we just talk about some of those members who have gone on, and there's some who have gone on and passed on. If we could just remember some of those. I know we talked about Lamont's great Randall, and that goes without saying.
Oh yeah, well let's start with the Annapolis crew though. Our first horn section was Reggie Moore, Big John Bryan, and Mike Powell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all those guys in heaven right now. That was our first horn.
Wow.
And Mike, you had some members who passed on as well from the tribe. Could you tell us, I remember Larry Griffiths and some others. Could you tell us
Larry
about those?
Griffin is a clone. Yes, Larry Griffin.
Larry Griffin was in the clone.
Yeah. Larry Griffin was my first manager.
Really? I never knew that, Wes. Okay.
Yeah. You know, Larry used to do the Thanksgiving thing every, what's that, like 3 or 4 days before Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Well, he would provide free Thanksgiving dinners to anybody.
Yes.
And everybody that want to come there. And what he would do, he would ask all the local bands to perform free. And one year we decided to do it, and Larry was blown away. And Larry couldn't believe, because at that time we was only doing it 1 year.
We do it once a year.
Once a year.
Yeah.
And Larry said, "There's no way y'all doing this once a year. Once a year." And Larry basically said, "If I get y'all some gigs, will y'all entertain that?" And we say, "Well, what kind of money you talking about?"
There you go, Wes.
So when he was talking about $2,000 back then, we was like, "Oh yeah, let's go." Right? And Larry was our first manager, and that's how it started.
Cool. Wow. Arden, I know you got a question, Arden.
Definitely. Tell us some of the places you performed and some of the artists you performed with, and notable experiences. Like that first 50,000 plus or whatever big audience you had, the whole place rocking, whatever that experience was. But just can you share some of that with us?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, for me, when I was, I guess like my early 20s. I had a guy, his name Donnie Watkins was my manager, and he worked for the Jacksons.
Oh, wow.
Like my first big stuff was with them, with LaToya Jackson. We went to France, and we were playing at Moulin Rouge 4 nights a week. Man. And the show was called LaToya Jackson and the 50 Sexiest Women in the World. So it was her and 50 Brazilian.
Did you have a good time, Mike? Did you have a good time? That's what I want to know.
So we toured off and on for about 4 or 5 years with them, and that ended up me, doing some stuff with the Jackson, especially with Tito Jackson. He had his little private band, but I got to be around them a lot, and early Sheena Easton and people like that. I played in places in Canada with her that were really, really big places. But then I was with the band Mama Jamma, and we would play for thousands and thousands of people. Terry played with us sometime too.
Yeah.
We did shows.
They used to play over West Annapolis or not, right? Over West Annapolis. They used to.
Charlie's.
Yeah.
That's Larry Griffin would come and pick me up on a Tuesday night, a school night. He'd tell my mother he would take me to McDonald's. He would take me over to Charlie's. I'd be on stage playing. I was like 15 years old on a school night.
15. At 15.
Playing guitar, and he would bring me back.
Oh my
God. Man.
How about you, Terry? Same question, because I know I saw a picture with you with my idol bass player. I looked up to you and Marvin and all of them, and I saw a picture with you, and I think you had it was Stanley Clark and a couple other people in that picture. Tell us about some of your experience, Terry.
Oh, you talking about with Victor Wooten and Marcus Miller?
Yeah, yes.
Shoot. The clones have opened up for Mandrill.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Cameo.
Yeah.
Let's see who else.
Ohio Players, right?
Lakeside.
Ohio Players.
Lakeside.
Yeah.
Huh?
Ohio Players.
Ohio Players, and Midnight Star.
Wow.
We've done all of that.
Plus, y'all in the studio with George Clinton too, right?
Yeah, I still got those tapes.
And it was election night.
Yeah,
Gore was running
2001.
against Bush.
Hey,
Election
I know
was-
it's one gig I wish y'all would all. I always hope that y'all would get this one gig, and maybe some one day will come to fruition. But I thought the perfect gig for you guys would be the Virginia Beach gig. They have in Virginia every summer.
Oh, we've been trying to get there forever, son. We've been trying to get there.
We've been trying to.
That would be the perfect marriage, man. Y'all would turn that place out.
We always get bumped up by a local band. Our name will
Yeah.
always come up, and then the local band will knock us out.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get that gig for 10 years.
But let me tell you,
At least.
about one of my biggest experience with the Clones. When Joe Keys was in the band, Joe Keys knew a lot of guys in the underground music thing, and one of the big bands at that time was Fishbone, and Joe Keys was real close with them. And Joe Keys said, "Man, I can get us to open for Fishbone, but they're not gonna give a whole lot of money." Of course, I was like, "Man, I don't care. I'll do it for nothing."
That's how I'm too.
You just talk to the rest of the band members, and we ain't blowing this opportunity. We played at the 930 Club, and at the time we needed a drummer. We was auditioning drummers, and we auditioned Buck Brown. He was like 17 years old.
Yeah.
Buck came in there, and of course we sent him all the songs that we wanted him to learn, and knocked it out of the park. Let me tell you, man, when we did that show. When we went out there, we talking about 5,000 people. I think that's one of the biggest crowds that we
What's
played.
930 Club?
Yeah, 930 Club. That crowd was hyped as I don't know what.
Wow.
And that boy Buck Brown killed it on the drums, man. That was the mountaintop for me, man. I thought I had made it, man, after that show. we had Fishbone, and that crowd was really into what we were doing, man. And when I saw Fishbone, that was another level.
Yeah.
There's no feeling like that in the world, is it, Wes?
In the world, man. I tell people it's two shows you must see. That's a P-Funk show and a Fishbone show. If you've never seen these two shows, you haven't seen a concert, as far as I'm concerned. Until you saw a P-Funk show and a Fishbone show.
Yep.
Well, I know Kenny got a question for y'all, too. Kenny, jump on in here, bro.
Hey, Kenny, you a Laker fan?
Yeah.
Kenny, something.
You have some Michael. Unmute your mic, Kenny, if you can. Kenny having some audio problems, so I'm gonna ask Kenny's question.
Kenny.
Yeah. Can each of you share your Can Mike? I'll start with you, Mike. You, I know you recently had an album release party, so just talk up a little bit about that and some upcoming events. And after that, Terry, if you and Wes would talk about, I know you had a gig on Saturday night, and talk about some of the things you have coming up as well. But Mike, you start off first. Talking about the album.
Yeah, I just recently released a new album on the 5th, and I had a release party on the 12th. A record that I recorded most of it during COVID.
Okay.
And I've never been prouder of anything I've ever done than this record right here. It's like my 13th album, I think. But this is the first time I told somebody about it. Some of my music was a little bit experimental, and it wasn't what, people see me on stage playing a bunch of guitar and stuff. But a lot of the songs I was writing were like, more on the mellow side. And so it was a weird thing. My fans who loved what I do, and I'd make a record that was totally opposite of what I normally do. But this record is totally me, what I do. And I'm really, really happy with it. And I'm just,
How can people buy it? How can they get it? How can they buy it?
A DistroKid, DISTRO Kid. It's on every platform, but DistroKid is the only place where the artist gets all the money. If you spend,
buy it there.
Yeah, you get $10 instead of like on Spotify where you get 0.3% of a penny.
Oh my God, they're ripping you off.
DistroKid, the artist gets all the money, from whatever you buy there. So that's the place I direct people to, or you can just ask me for it. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
You know
That was good.
Hey, look, I wanted to know about, these guys, these names on these screens. If you're a real funk fan, you know these names. Eddie Hazel, Bernie Worrell, one of the baddest keyboards, most creative guys. And I think he went to Conservatory Music School up in Massachusetts somewhere, so he's classically trained.
Yeah, he did.
Fuzzy Haskins, Gary Scheider, y'all just talking about Glenn Goins. Cordell, I know Terry, you know about Cordell, baby. You know what I'm saying? Julie Morrison. Like, how do these guys kind of shape funk to y'all? Starting with you, Terry.
They were the architects, man. You know, Junie, Cordell, Boogie, Bernie, Eddie Hazel. They were the actual architects of the music. And they inspired us to play their music and to write our own. So, you know, the stuff is out there for people to listen to. People are not familiar with Funkadelic, the Funkadelic catalog. They need to listen to the Funkadelic catalog.
Yeah. And it's awesome.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
Yeah. There's about 50 albums out there that people can actually listen to.
50, more than 50.
Yeah, well, I'm being generous.
And then those cats, Terry, those cats went on to, like, when rap came in and all of that. Rap kind of was built off of the funk, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was.
Oh, the biggest rap records was sampled from James Brown and Parliament Funkadelic.
James Brown. George Clinton is one of the most sampled artists, and Funkadelic. George Clinton and Funkadelic are one of the most sampled artists in hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what was cool about him though? Instead of fighting all of that, George kind of embraced them young
Did
cats.
I freeze up?
Yeah, he made an album just for them to sample called "Sample Some of This," and then another one called "Sample Some of That."
Right.
I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. He made an album just for them to sample.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we lost Terry momentarily. Hopefully Terry can get back on. I think we lost him momentarily. He should be jumping back on really soon.
Here I am.
And you mentioned Glenn Goins. He was so young. He died at 24.
Right.
Yeah, 24.
Wow.
If you listen to that Chocolate City album, those songs he's singing, he was like 18, 19 years old when he was singing that stuff.
Right.
Man. I have no idea he passed that early.
Yeah, he was 24 when he died.
Yeah.
I think he had Hoskins, something or other he had.
Hoskins.
Yeah,
he was 24. But if you look at that Chocolate City record and all those other records, he's a teenager.
Right.
You know, that song, Beautiful Music.
I tell you all the time, you're not a true Funketeer fan if you can't name all 16 members that was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
if you can't name all 16 members, then you're not a true Funketeer fan.
That's what I said, Wes.
If to me, I mean, the people that say, I know Mike can name her, I know Terry can name her.
Oh yeah.
And if you go to the show right now, if you see George Numb, there's only two people that's on that stage that was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and that's George and Mike Hampton.
Right.
A lot of them passed away, and I think Billy Bass is still living, Grady is still living.
Yeah.
And who else, Mike? It ain't and Jerome Braley is still living.
Yeah.
A lot of
Fuzzy passed away not long ago.
Yeah. But a lot of them have passed away, man.
You know, y'all know Ant Fiddler just died.
Yeah, Ant Fiddler, right. But I mean, it's only 16 of them that were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And if you can't name all 16 of them, you're not a true Funketeer fan, as far as I'm concerned.
No doubt, Wes.
We know them all, son. We know them all.
Right now, I'm recording a record with Skeet and Benny and all of them, Benny Cowan and all of them.
And that's the second wave right there.
Yeah.
People don't even realize that the current band that you see, Parliament Funkadelic now, they're from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Baltimore was the funkiest town ever.
Yeah.
Baltimore, they had groups like Madhouse, Chocolate Rain, George, and came in there and took all those guys.
I'm gonna tell you, man, the three of you guys need to write a book. Y'all need to sit down together. I'm serious as hell. Wes, you, Mike, and before this knowledge, I mean, because you're just a walking encyclopedia of historic music from, Maryland, Annapolis, and everything else, man. You guys got to do that.
Hey, back when Capitol Center and Civic Center, I was in there at least twice a month, baby. Whatever was popping.
Yeah.
I remember those nights.
I seen Earth, Wind and Fire and Funkadelic open for people. They wasn't even big yet. I seen them open for people.
Dang.
Hey, look, we want to shift. We want to shift the conversation.
Go ahead.
We want to shift the conversation a little bit about, being in the band, because a lot of people from the outside see all the glory, but there's more to the meet. So Q, won't you jump in, Q, and tell
And I'm going to ask Terry to start off with this one first. But I want to ask this question. But Terry, I want you to take the lead on this one first, because you and I had a little conversation about this. But I know being a part of a band, it's a lot that goes on with being a part of a band. Could you tell us about some of the challenges and frustrations within the industry? I mean, the issues like being properly compensated for your gigs financially, and how artists have to fight for respect on certain other things as well. So Terry, you can start off with that, and then Mike, and then you and Wes can jump in after. But Terry, just give us your thoughts on that, if you would.
Well, we have to get all these different personalities together and make this a unit.
Yeah.
We have to. That's something that we have to do, and I feel sometimes that we are not even respected in our own hometown.
Yes.
Right. True.
True. I mean, you have a certain festival coming up, and it's been going on for the last 5 years.
No doubt.
And we have never, ever been asked to do it. Or if they asked us to do it, they
I know why too.
To do it for free.
Yeah.
That's not right. And that's not right.
I know why.
That's not right.
Yeah, that's right. They had a blues festival in Annapolis, a blues festival without a single black artist.
Wow.
They had a reggae festival without a single black artist.
Oh my God.
How's that even possible? How is that even possible?
It's possible, baby.
Wait a minute. Hold on. And right now, they're doing a Naptown Music Festival right up the street from my freaking house, and not one single Annapolis band, black or otherwise, are on that show.
Who's making these decisions?
The thing about Annapolis is, and somebody might get mad at me, but I ain't scared of nobody. The situation in Annapolis is the people who are doing the booking are also musicians themselves. Mm-hmm. They'll, of course they're going to promote their own bands and stuff. I was playing at a place, it's just solo acoustic every, Tuesday night. I'm not even gonna say.
I remember. I know what you're talking about, brother.
But the owner became a musician, and I lost all my gigs from there. He was playing and has friends. But that
Mike, it would seem like he would lose money, man, because you got a great following.
He did.
That's crazy as hell right there. But
he did. But those kind of things go on all the time. Like Terry said, you got to deal with all these personalities. One thing, with us, we get mad at each other, and but the thing is to be good at what you do, as far as especially art and especially music. Like your heart is on your sleeve, so everything we do is emotional. So it don't take much for somebody to hurt your feelings. You know what I mean? I think as we got older, we put those things aside. We have disagreements and arguments in the past, but we still can be friends. I still want to play with all these dudes. But I think we get older and understand, that if you're having a disagreement with a personality in the band, it don't have to end your friendship. My biggest regret is that sometimes, being in a band situation or, ended friendships, and friendship is more important than even music. Right. And we brothers, so that's what Terry's talking about. We're dealing with all these different personalities, and everybody's got their heart on their sleeve, because this is what you love doing more than anything.
And Mike, that leads right into a question that Kenny wants to ask about how this stuff actually works in the band. Kenny, throw that out there, brother.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Amen. Let the church say amen. First of all, thank y'all. But what are rehearsals like? Deciding on and covering new material. And like you said, I know y'all have differences and get mad at each other. And how do you approach and present the music? How do y'all come together and conglomerate the whole thing?
Well,
go ahead, Terry, break it down.
I ain't saying nothing.
Break it down.
Well, in the clones, Wesley and I basically ask everyone to listen to the Parliament Funkadelic catalog, and pick any of the material from the Parliament Funkadelic catalog. That could be the Brides of Funkenstein. That could be Parlette. That could be Godmama. That could be Parliament. That could be Funkadelic. That could be Bootsy. That could be Jimmy G and the Tack Heads. That could be anybody that was part of that camp.
Okay.
But sometimes you have some people who think.
Mark says school is in session. Watch yourself.
who think that this is an R&B band. It is not an R&B band. This is a funk band. And I'll say it again. Parliament Funkadelic catalog. I'm just saying.
Where the air horn, Ard? Where the air horn, baby?
That's what it is, baby.
Oh man.
What Terry is saying is so much there, you don't have to look anywhere else.
Yeah, I
There's
hear
a lot
that.
of stuff there that we haven't even covered yet.
Right. You're right, Wesley. You're right. They got hours. Ard, what you got? Throw that out there, Ard.
What catalog could they look at?
The Parliament Funkadelic catalog. If you ain't listening,
okay, we just
that
wanted to make
stuff,
sure that was clear.
make it happen.
There it
And
is.
in Mike's case, and I think he'll concur on this, you can go basically anywhere in anybody's catalog with Michael and make that stuff real funky, real quick.
Especially with you on bass too. But I'm gonna jump right in here, man, because y'all stepped on it. But like in a band, it's like your workplace. So with different personalities,
Yeah.
how do y'all get through the tough stuff? You know what I mean?
How
y'all get through who's gonna get the lead song? And you know how it is. Who's gonna get the solo? Everybody get the lead song. Everybody get the solo. I want 4 songs. He got 4 songs. Man, come on, man. You know y'all had those songs. How y'all get through that? You want the soup, salad, dinner,
Artie. I ain't gonna go there.
Yeah, I'll go there. Sometimes there's disagreements about stuff like that, but with a band, like with my band and with the Clones, everybody know who's supposed to take the solo on this one, and it ain't you. It kind of get like that. The thing about the Clones, it's a little bit different than my band because it's more people. Yeah. And the thing about the Clones, they, like I was saying earlier, they deal with those disagreements, and you have an argument or whatever, but everybody's focus is on making the band better. So, so that's what it comes down to: make the band better. It ain't about you getting a solo and this and that. It's making the band better.
I love it. I love it.
When we have arguments and stuff, but it don't matter. I love these brothers, man. I really do. With my band, it's just 3 people, so I just tell them to shut the hell up and do what I say.
There you go.
I love it, Mike. Keep it real, baby. Keep it real. Keep it real, son. Keep it real. I love it.
All I gotta do is say, who name on that check I just gave?
Just call the Mike McHenry tribe. It ain't called.
Look. Me, Wesley and I, we have to do that sometimes too. Man, y'all need to chill out.
Yeah, but when you're dealing with 12 people, man, that's a lot of folks.
Yeah,
that's a lot of votes. Be rough. A lot of votes.
But it's all good though.
Yeah, it is.
It's all good.
It's all good.
But can I say something real quick?
You can.
Because I would be remiss if we didn't mention some of the guys that were in the band that are no longer with us.
Yeah.
Like Gerard Hot Rod Butler.
Yeah.
Like Michael Powell.
Yeah. Michael Powell, right. South County, baby.
Bill Marino.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Bula Roper. You
know,
know,
played with Little Benny and the Masters and Pump Blenders, 911.
Wow.
T-Funk Go-Go. But look,
we didn't have.
Tell up, Terry. The real story behind Bula is Mike was the one that turned us on to Bula. You remember that, Mike?
Yeah.
Mike had made a decision to leave the Clones because he wanted to pursue a solo thing. You know, Mike was writing a whole lot of tunes, and he wanted to pursue a solo career. And we gave Mike, our blessings. But Mike said, "I found a guy for y'all."
Yeah, Bula was a bad dude, man.
And what Mike did was gave him maybe Larry's number or my number, whatever. And Bula got in touch with us and came to rehearsal, and we went, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, that boy, he could play, man. He was a monster.
He was fortunate enough to have some bad guitar players, and he was from DC, Southeast DC. That boy was bad.
And then y'all had Andre play guitar.
Yeah.
And, I remember I told Joe Keys, I said, I predict y'all could find a guitar player that looked just like me. Andre was a guitar player. Everybody thought it was me. They said, I saw you with the Clones last night.
But Mike,
I wasn't with the Clones last night, but it was this our friend Andre. Everybody thought he was still me. That I was still in the band.
Here's the story behind Andre. We was playing out Jillian's, right? And Bula didn't show up for a gig. And we invited this band from New York that we had met to open for us. That's how we met Andre. We didn't have a guitar player because Bula decided to play with one of the go-go bands and not with the Clones. Because the go-go bands was making money, baby. They was paying, Bula like $300 or $400. Bula said, "The hell with the Clones. I'm staying in DC."
And that's what happened.
So we didn't have a guitar player, and we asked Andre, did he know any Parliament Funkadelic? And he was like, "Man, I know a little bit." And we said, "Well, what you know?" And that's how it makes you start with Andre, man. And he killed it.
Love it, Wesley.
All the time, this dude used to come all the way to New York and play with us until we found Hot Rod.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Hey, look, guys, we want to shift to our last segment, and we call this the lightning round. Whenever we have guests on, we ask them questions, and we're gonna jump to question number 2 because question number 1 with Quavy was kind of already answered for the sake of time. Kenny, why don't you jump in on that?
I'm definitely gonna jump in on that, but can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
The church say amen. I got a question outside the lightning round. I've been wanting to ask this question. Outside the lightning round, you guys have been in the music industry for quite some time. Successful.
50 years.
50 years.
Yeah.
In one word or two, if possible, the music industry today and what's going on, we're not getting into details and specifics, and what y'all came up with. That's a question that I think a lot of people want to know. One word or 2 word answer. Today in the music industry,
internet streaming, they get music for free now, so they don't value it like they used to. We had to save pennies to buy an album. Now you can get whatever album you can think of for free and listen to it. So the music is not valued, so the artists are not valued anymore. That makes it really, really hard.
Okay, what about you, Wes?
I feel the same way, man. With the streaming stuff, I'm still trying to figure it out, man. It just, I don't even know how the artists make money. You got to
You don't make no money.
You make money by touring and playing live.
By touring.
You know,
I used to get quarterly checks from publishing, a few thousand dollars. My last publishing check was literally $16.75.
Wow.
That's for 4 months. For 4 months.
And how much streaming was that to get that?
There was a lot of. It was, I was getting good streams. That dude Pharrell that made that song with Happy. He had a song Happy. What a big hit that was. He said he only got $6,000 for a song that went double platinum.
That is
right. $6,000.
Right.
That's
for that all the time. Yeah.
Percentage per stream is
That's what I was getting at, fellas.
Which is crazy.
Hey, Arden, I know Arden has a question for you guys. I think it's Arden. Yeah.
Like downtime wise, what do you guys like to do? Vacationing, and then what types of vacationing? Chilling with just a few friends, or what's your downtime look like when you need to regenerate?
Well, let's see.
Terry be vacationing.
I be vacationing. I got to go, man.
Yeah, Terry hit the islands, baby.
I go down to the Caribbean and lose my mind.
Yeah. Terry international.
Yeah, he international.
He like you, Batwing.
but one of my favorite places to go is Aruba.
Really?
Okay.
That's one of my favorite places to go, and my next favorite is Barbados. Those are my two go-tos.
Yeah. I know somebody else said that's their go-to there, Aruba. Why you say Aruba?
The beaches are cool. The food is great. You can go from one end of the island to the other. You can, there's a place down there called Z Rovers where they fresh catch your seafood right out of the water.
Yes.
Right out of the water. Barbados, they got a party scene. You got this place called St. Lawrence Gap, and they be partying up in there like it's 1979. And then they got all these vendors out there at 2-3 o'clock in the morning selling you food. Man, it's just like someplace to go.
All right, good looking.
It's your boy Tony. Your boy Tony's been calling you out all night, Terry. He said, Terry, stay vacationing. And then earlier he said, Terry be at band practice and put the camera on himself. He just be a one-man band.
That's our funk brother from Virginia, man.
That dude down there, I don't understand him sometimes, man. I've been trying to get him to go on a trip with me. He can't leave the house. He can't leave the house. That's my dude, though.
Oh man.
I don't. When I'm off, I don't go. I think I've been on vacation one time my whole life.
Come on, Mike. You got to change that.
I got to go to a lot of places, but I was working, which is fine with me. My downtime, I play guitar, write songs, record songs, and that's what I do in my downtime. I paint too. I paint pictures and stuff.
But, I didn't know you paint.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Hey, man, Mike, who designed your logo with the hair?
This guy Jimmy Davies did it.
Okay.
Back when my hair
I
used
got
to
my
grow.
T-shirt.
Awesome logo, man. Awesome logo.
Thank you. Yeah, it's got Jimmy Davies from Jimmy's Chicken Shack did that for me.
Okay. I love it. Look, guys, we're gonna close out, man. I can only speak for myself, but this is probably one of the more enjoyable and down to earth conversations we had, man, and on the show. I mean, for those that might be your first time watching, we do come on every Tuesday night. Our show originated as a health debate show where we talked about my brother Quaven lost over 100 pounds. It really kind of got his life back. And inspired the rest of us to maintain some healthy habits. I had blown up at one point, and I came back down. Inspired by. And Arden always been a health proponent through the years, preaching to us, and it finally sunk in. But now we had kind of morphed into more social aspects, and all different subjects matter. And this was a great show, man. I thoroughly enjoyed this, man. I don't know about brothers.
Yeah,
I had a good time. I hope y'all did shoot.
Yeah, man.
I hope you guys will come back. You will agree to come back and join us again, man, because we have so much we haven't even covered yet. So.
Yeah, we'll be back next Tuesday.
Let's go.
Going out with that guitar. And you know these people. I mean, these real artists here, because I'm sure that any one of them do this and reach out to the left or the right of them, they're gonna knock a guitar over or even.
Anyway, Mike, you got your guitar, Terry. You got your acoustic bass.
Fuck this out of here.
All right, let's move y'all around on the screen and give y'all a little shine time here. We're gonna chill to the side and we're gonna let y'all do y'all thing and take us out.
What's underneath, man?
Okay, let's do it.
Can you talk about what y'all got coming out over top?
Wes, you talk while they playing.
Okay.
Wes, talk about what y'all got coming up while they rocking. You know, next shows people can kind of check out or whatever else, and then we definitely want to give a shout out to the album that's out right now, and you gonna buy that.
We have some things that's coming up, but we have yet to, post them on our Facebook page. But we're working on some things, and we're working with this guy, Brett Murray, who has a concert for club. We're working with him right now.
All right, Terry, I hear you.
Up Brown in the house.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you play that?
I don't know if we can be in.
Y'all,
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Terry?
There you go.
All right, now here we go.
There you go.
Thank you for letting me be myself again. I want to thank you for letting me be myself again.
Go on, Mike.
Thank you.
Man, only on the Night Brothers show, man. Only on the Night Brothers show. Look, man. Thank y'all so kindly.
Y'all
Thank
got a
y'all.
friend. Thank you.
Keep us posted, man. Anything coming out, man. This platform is your platform. So anything you got to shoot out there to everybody, please let us know, man. We would love
Thank
to
you.
have
That's good to know.
Whatever
Thank you, man.
Together, baby.
Audience, drop a one in the chat group at the show, or even just put thank you in the chat group to let these folks know how much you appreciate them. Like Mike Brown saying, we got some legends on the show tonight,
Yes,
love it.
Pamela, too. Pamela
Support
comment.
your local artists.
How about
Support
that?
your local
Support your-
artists.
Very
Support your local artists.
Yes,
Amen. Wesley, you got any closing thoughts, brother?
Yes, like Terry say, support your local artists. Go out and get Mike's album.
Yes.
Title Trophies of War. Can y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And my
Thank
cousin's
you.
album, Gamble's Bride, is a rock album, man. One of the baddest albums to come out. Michael's
yeah.
band. This is an awesome album by Mike Gambles and Gene McBride. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Y'all get this. If you like rock music, you're gonna love this.
Amen, brother.
This
Amen.
is-
But look,
And this is Annapolis talent. Go out and get these two albums.
awesome. And the ones jumping in, everybody really showing a lot of love for y'all, man. And
Appreciate it. I see all the familiar names on the bottom.
Q, you gotta set this up again, man. You gotta set this up again.
I'll be in touch. I'll be in touch in the next week or so. We're gonna, cause y'all definitely got to come back, man. We got some other
We
stuff.
would love to, man. Those are my brothers right there.
There you go, man. Hey, man, listen. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep representing and keep funk alive. Keep
sir.
funk alive.
Thanks, Wade.
No,
Thank you.
It's what we do when we get together, baby. We funk.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you, man, as far
That's
as
exactly
anything
what
and
we
everything
do.
goes, man, it's nothing like music to save people's soul and keep people moving. You see people like arthritis, bursitis, and all those type of other itises. When you put that funk out there in the air, you see them throwing their hand up, them jumping up and down. It's that mind over matter, man. And if they don't mind, the funk don't matter. So I just appreciate what you do for our people, man. For real, they come out. And people that would never exercise, they gonna dance for 45 minutes, the whole set. And then when y'all come back out, They're gonna dance another 45 minutes, whole set or whatever that is, man. And that is helping people live and survive, man, and bringing people smiles and lifting their spirits, man. So thank y'all, man. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, brothers, peace and love, family. Look, we'll be back next week. We're going to have it's political season coming up. Q got a couple guests he got lined up for next week, and we're going to keep the health going, but mainly we're going to keep the funk alive. Hey. And thank these brothers once again for coming on.
Wherever y'all see him, go check them out, because the funk is strong with these brothers here.
Right? We love y'all. Love everybody out in there.
Peace
all right.
Thank you.
Peace out.